Everybody, welcome to inventory part 14. This is FIFO, first in, first out. We're going to be doing some periodic inventory costing. So what is first in, first out? So remember, we're doing inventory costing. We're trying to determine the dollar value we're going to be assigning to cost of goods sold. So first ones in are the first one's expense to cost of goods sold. In periodic, we're going to be ignoring the dates of the individual sales, and we're going to assume that all sales happen at the very end of the accounting period. Also, to remember, we're going to get the same results from FIFO periodic as FIFO perpetual. If someone wants me to do this using FIFO perpetual, I can. Just send me a message in the video. So here's the problem that we have. We're using the same information we have from inventory part 13, where we went through and computed the constants. Remember, over here, our goods available for sale are 249, units available 16.5, units sold 6,500, and the units in ending inventory are 10,000. So right over here for FIFO periodic, we're going to determine cost of goods sold. What does FIFO mean? The first goods in are the first ones out. Because it is FIFO periodic, we ignore the dates of sale and assume that all sales occurred on 2/28/23. So right over here, I need to take 6,500 units to cost of goods sold. Where do I take these from? First in, first out. The first goods in were on February 1st, 2023. So over here, my units are going to be 3,000. The cost per unit is going to be 10. So the total amount here is going to be, and I screwed that one up, but I'll fix it just in a moment. This is going to be 3,000 times 10 or $30,000. Now, once I'm not done yet, right? I've only taken 3,000. I need to take 6,500. Once I've taken this to cost of goods sold, these units are going to go away. So right over here, these units are gone, right? 3,000 units minus the 3,000 we just took to cost of goods sold. Now I come over here. Am I done yet? No, I need more units. In fact, I need 6,500. Next one I'm going to go to over here is 2/2/23. On 2/2/23, I'm going to go to 2,000. Over here, this was at $12 per unit. So the amount I'm going to take to cost of goods sold from this transaction here is going to be 24,000. So this is going to be 2,000 units, and I'm going to take 2,000 units to cost of goods sold. So right over here, there we go. Now, how many more do I need? Well, I have 5,000 taken so far. I need 6,500, and I need another 1,500 units. Well, coincidentally, right over here on February 5th, I've got 1,500 units. Now, if this was, say, something like 2,000, I would just take 1,500 because that's all I need. So this is going to be on 2/5/23. And then I'm going to basically take these, we're at $14 per unit, and I come over here at $21,000. So let's check our work. The total number of units I've taken to cost of goods sold are 6,500. I've removed this from my inventory right over here. So this is now going to be at 0. I did the wrong one. Okay. So the total amount I'm taking to cost of goods sold is $75,000. Now, how do I check my work? Well, remember, there's a relationship between all of these numbers down here, and that's why we are computing the constants. If I take my goods available for sale of 249,000 less my cost of goods sold, right? This is my cost of goods sold under FIFO. Okay, so my cost of goods sold under FIFO is $75,000. Right over here, my ending inventory value is going to be 174. Okay, so right over here, my cost of goods sold is 75. My ending inventory is 174,000. Remember, these have to equal up to your goods available for sale. Now, to check my work, right, if this wasn't here, what's remaining in my inventory? Well, I've got this purchase from February 7th and a purchase from February 28th. If I look at this down here, right? Well, how many units do I have remaining in my ending inventory? Well, after I removed all the units that I sold, I have 10,000 units remaining, right? What is the cost of those 10,000 units? Well, 2,000 at 15 is 30, 8,000 at 18 is 144,000. So right over here, I've got $174,000. This is the way we check our work. You have to check your work, right? As you're going through and doing these questions initially, this is what you want to go through and do. Now, alternatively, right, could I have approached this question by saying, oh, I've got 10,000 units in ending inventory, and if I've got 10,000 units in ending inventory, this has a value of 174. I subtract that 174 from 249, and I get my cost of goods sold of 75,000. Can I do that too? Absolutely, yes. Remember, there's an implicit relationship here, and this is why those earlier theoretical videos were so important. And let me go over right over here. Remember, these relationships are extremely important. Gas minus cost of goods sold is ending inventory. Gas equals ending inventory plus cost of goods sold. Goods available for sale minus ending inventory is equal to cost of goods sold. So there's a lot of ways we can write it out. There's a lot of ways you can do these problems, but you've got to check your work, right? Check your work. Do it thoroughly. Understand what the relationships are. Work with the numbers. Also, too, if you're in my class, you want to write this down on pencil and paper because you're not going to get to use Microsoft Excel. So in any event, I want to thank you for being here today. I look forward to seeing you on future videos. If you have any questions or you want to see FIFO perpetual done, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll make a special one for you. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video.